LMP1 family, welcome back to another episode. On this episode, going to discuss how to deal with things you can't control. And I will share with you 6 things. Doesn't mean there's more, but these are just some that I find very helpful. Because there's a lot of things in life we can't control as much as we want to. And those are the very things that cause us worry, cause us stress, anxiety, depression. So the first one, find what you can control. And a lot of times we lose focus on what we can control, focusing on what we can't. But if you focus more on, what you can control, it'll be a little easier dealing with what you can't control. So for example, the weather. We can't control that regardless, whether we want it to or not. But our response to it, how we let it shape our day, our behavior, our attitude, we can control that. Which leads me to the next one, concentrate on what you can change. So there are situations where, yes, we don't have control, but there are aspects of that we can change. Again, how we respond. We can choose to use a motivational response into maybe changing some aspects of things so that it's not 100% in our control on how we want it, but we do get some favor in that. And I say motivational because it's easy to use manipulation with people, but we don't want to do that. We want to ensure we're using motivation. The next one, sometimes it's helpful to think worst case scenario. And I'm not saying off the bat in every situation think what's the worst that can happen, but more so prepare yourself. Because a lot of times when we lose control, it's a lot of the unknown, the what ifs, and it's okay to think of those things, right? Because we want to prepare ourselves in the event that that's what the outcome is. But again, in getting there, and sometimes what happens isn't in our control, and we may have to revert back to like our first step in finding what we can control and change in that situation. Next one, so you may find in thinking of, the worst case scenarios in it, you want to prepare yourself. So one way to do that is prepare an action plan. Again, sometimes in situations we can't control, in thinking of these worst case scenarios, we're preparing ourselves. So we also need to prepare, okay, if this occurs, this is what I'm going to do. And if not, I'm going to revert to this or that, if that makes sense. And the next one, what these steps hopefully do is to help you manage the stressful situations, the anxious situations in a healthy way. And what may be helpful here is, let's think of previous times and previous situations that we were successful in managing our stress, our anxiety, and apply that to the situation. And lastly, know that you'll get through this. You will cope with difficult things, even if you can't change some of them or control them. That's all I have for today. Real short little snippet, but hopefully beneficial in helping you to deal with things you can't control.